Hey everybody, I'm going to make a little video as I've got a little bit of time to spare, but daughter's over there in the marriage. She's had a fever for a couple of days, so we're going to see what this shithole world's give her this time. Some sort of virus. And obviously with doctors and stuff, since COVID you can't get in the friggin' thing, so you've always got to come to emergency. But anyways, getting off topic, I made an unloader video a little while back, and when I look at it, I didn't explain it very well at all, so I'm just going to go over that quickly. Everybody's going to think I'm a complete nut job for making a video in the middle of a marriage parking lot, but who cares? Come with me, I'll get into this video. Yeah, moral of the story: if you buy a pressure washer and it's got an internal uploader, uploader. I never remember the name of the valve, one of these. If it's got an external one, it'll look like that. And that means you can't bypass into a tank. But if you buy an external one, which will look like this, it doesn't come with this bit or this bit or this bit, so it'll come like that. I got this one out of Princess Auto. And then you buy that and that, and then you buy this piece here, and then that. All that does then, and it doesn't affect, a lot of people will say, does it affect the pressure? Because this is a 3800 psi, which it doesn't. This will not affect the pressure of your pressure washer, because it's always going to run off of what this is here, what this is set to, which is 3800. Let me click this piece on and we'll have another look. Yeah, that's what it's going to look like when you put it on. Like I said, $90. You have to add this, which I believe is a 3/8 fitting. You'll add that barb, you'll shove that on there like that, and then you'll put a clamp on it, and all you do is you turn this, the unloader, down to under 3800 psi. So you'll turn this to about, if you've got a pressure gauge, turn it to about 35, and it'll kick the water from here up that hose into that tank. And if you don't have a pressure gauge, just turn it a couple of times, like your hand off the trigger, and you'll see it popping off. As soon as it starts popping off, you're good to go. Now that'll work on a 2.5 gallon a minute, a 4 gallon a minute, anything that's got a built-in unloader. And then all I do is I put my whip line on there, and then I've got it set up like this. So ball valve here, whip line, downstream injector. And this makes it a hell of a lot easier doing it this way too, because if you're doing flat work, all you do is you whip out, I can't do it with one hand, but there we go. You whip out your downstream injector, click that right in there, and then you get your full flow. You're not restricted for your flat work, and you'll get your surface cleaner is going to work a hell of a lot better. And then you just click that back in there when you're ready to do your house washes. Simple, nice and easy. So that's how you add an external uploader. I can never remember the name of these. Unloader, external unloader. And like I said, then it's going to bypass from the washer to the tank, to the washer to the tank, to the washer to the tank. And you're never going to burn that pump out. And you can do that with any size pump you want. And believe me, you want to do it even if you've only got a 2.5 gallon a minute. It makes life so much easier. And if you're wondering why that's out, if you watch the fresh rinse, that's how I winterize. When it's going to go to freezing at night, I take that out, pull out the check valve. If there's any swelling of water, it's going to push it out of there. You're not going to crack your pump. But there we go. It's as easy as that. Easy as 1, 2, 3. So if you added that, it's 90 bucks. Say $5 a fitting, 100 bucks. Hose, 20 bucks. A tank, 20 bucks. You maybe got 50, 60, $70 of fittings. Yeah, so oh, and one last thing too, because a lot of these pumps won't pull from that tank, which I had the problem with. So what I've done is it runs from there up into this 12 volt, down, around, and into my pump. So then the 12 volt pulls the water to the pump. You got 5.5 gallons a minute. So you do the exact same thing with your 2.5 gallon a minute. So that pump there, say 200, the hose 70. So about 400 bucks with the tank and everything, and you're off and running. You're off and running. You're off to the races, old boy, making life so much easier for yourselves. So do that, and you're laughing. Your life will be so much easier. You'll be able to get your hand off that trigger, set the gun down, leave it for hours if you wanted to. So there we go. Hopefully that explained everything to you. It's not hard to do. I wish I had done that with my 2.5 gallon a minute pumps, because I burned out about 4 of them in 1 year. And if I had done that, I don't think I would have burned out 1. So there we go, people. Hopefully that was a little bit better video on explaining how to do it. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Right, I'm out of here. Sayonara.